Hello, this is Right Side Trader. Today is August 28th, 2026, and this is my weekly market review. We're reviewing the Dow 30, that's DIA, on a quarterly chart, monthly chart, weekly chart, and a daily chart. This is all for educational purposes only, no trade recommendation, because as we all know, trading is risky. You can lose money at trading, so please check with your financial advisor. Please check with your significant other and make sure trading is something that is suitable for you. All right, let's jump over here to this quarterly chart and see what we see. And I'll maximize, resize, and zoom in a little bit. What we see is green. We see green. We see a little bit of a wick, getting more of a wick on here, and also letting you know that this market is pushing down a little bit, but we are still above a yearly R1. So again, we're still kind of okay based on your trading plan. Are you still okay based on your trading plan and your trading strategy? All right, let's go ahead and go down to our monthly chart and see what we see there on this monthly chart. Let me zoom on in there a little bit more. On this monthly chart, what we see is still looking good. And we still got our higher lows and our higher highs, and we're still above the 9-10 moving average, whatever one you happen to have. We're still above pivot, and we did hit a resistance 1 on these quarterly pivots and push back quite a bit and haven't been able to approach that, but we haven't come below. This body hasn't come below our previous high yet. That's something that I do kind of look at times. So again, still just quite a bit of a wick at this time. Sell those calls. Put some protection on at this time, always based on your trading plan and your trading strategy at this time. And I have to laugh because that's what I do. Again, I'm not jumping out and jumping ship. I just try to make a little bit of money while this thing is pulling back. That's what you need to do based on your trading plan, your trading strategy. Okay, on this weekly chart, what we see here on this weekly chart. Let's go down here and check this weekly chart out. All right, what I see here is not bad. Look like this week this thing had actually maybe it's getting ready to try to turn around and go back up. I say that because right here what I have is a bullish engulfing, after a pullback. So that's not bad. Again, I will be looking for a confirmation candle to see if this thing ready to go higher. See if it can break that previous high up, this red candle back here and just see what actually happens. Come next month though, we got another week so in this month. Let's see if this thing in these last few days, if it can get where it's going to get above this pivot here on these monthly pivots come next month. And if that happens, then I definitely will say, all right, let's get ready to go higher. But if this thing cannot, give us that confirmation candle that we're going to be looking for, this thing can come back down here, to the support area and maybe try to fill in some of these orders that were left behind back here. That's what I see here at this time, but that's what we see. Let's just see what happens. Got a few more days in this month to see what's going to happen here. All right, let's go ahead and go down to our daily noise and wrap this on up. On this daily picture, what I see here is, again, ideal stuff. After option expiration, I love these weeks because a lot of times you do get this little push to the upside. On the Dow, you ended up with a green candle like right away, and you did get a higher high, a higher low, and a higher high the next day. It got up to a resistance 1 on these weekly pivots, and it had a hard time getting above that. That's kind of okay based on my trading plan and my trading strategy. I like this to see a little bit of a push, and if it stays below that level, that's okay. But what I also see here at this time, is what happened here these last couple of days. Let me zoom in on that and just kind of like point out what I'm looking at. First of all, we couldn't get above last week high. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We ended up closing down here. So again, that means we can look back at last week. We're below last week high. Also, what we have here that you have to be kind of cautious of, this 2 candle pattern right here. Even though it's in a good look, it's not that crazy bearish looking, but it was a pretty good pushback down. It didn't get deep enough into this candle right here, this Thursday candle, to have me all concerned that this market maybe is getting ready to reverse. But it did give us a pretty good push, letting us know that it is having a hard time getting back up there above all-time highs. So it may be a slow roll to the upside if it can actually make it. But what I also see here, that we just might get an open above pivot, meaning we might just open above this line. If we open above that line, and then we can get a confirmation of this thing want to go higher on Tuesday and get a candle close to this resistance 1, that'll let me know that maybe this market the Dow is ready to turn around and start going higher. Because we do have look like what a pretty good, nice upward trend right here with a little pullback. And the thing is it ready to start heading higher? We just got to kind of wait and see what actually happens there. And that's pretty much it. That's pretty much what I see here happening here on this daily chart. And let's just see what happens next week, because we do have this higher high, higher lows and these higher highs. And we did get above this week's high, but we couldn't close above this week high. So that's the cautious sign. Look out, look out, look out, because this thing may be ready to turn around. But we just got to wait and see what actually happens. And that's pretty much it. This is Right Side Trader. Hope you guys had a great week. Hope you guys have a great weekend. And I'll talk to you next week. Have a good one. Bye.